streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. Let me pull up my chat. Let's get the FSX music go for a little bit more. Test. My audio is still coming through one ear. Let's see if I can change that now. Don't mix the mono. Test. Hey, that works. Oops. Alright, I'll do that again. Alright, welcome back to the FSX Toad channel. Before we start anything, I want to first apologize for the last stream. I was woefully unprepared. You know, I like the whole showing the process off the cuff kind of streams, but that one was piss poor, especially since I wanted to do some soldering live, which was not a good idea. Anyways, we are going to be finishing up our build of the Dolphin Pro. So I've soldered up my this here, the PDB F405 Wing Mini app. If the camera would focus on this. There we go. What's the point of having a mirrorless camera if it does not have focus? Yeah, finished soldering up the pins. I soldered these things down. So I've decided, where's my plate? This here is going to be the plate in the rear hatch. I'm going to put my flight controller up here, and this is going to be going to my battery. So I'm going to have this under here, and then I'm going to have my extension running basically out here, which on the airplane would be running from the back here to the forward to the battery hatch, which is fine. And this here, this will be going to my ESC. I'll probably be using double-sided tape to tape the flight controller down to the thing, to this battery plate here. And there are screws here, which I'll be using to screw this plate down into here. But I'll have to sort out, I have to plug my wires up to the flight controller before I do all of that. And during the break, I also soldered up my motor and this. So here's my motor and ESC. I thought I would have had regrets cutting the wires so short, but I don't have any regrets. I should have cut the motor wires shorter, but I can just twirl them up like this and stick them in the back of the fuselage here. So it's not going to be too bad. Also, I've started to do the installation of the servos. I installed these push rods and the servos. The servos are not glued in. and I've installed the quick release. So I was kind of stressing because I thought that I would have had to cut my servo wires and resolder them to be shorter to fit in here. But there is a cavity in here where you can just twirl up the servo wires so you have space. So I'm very happy about that. I'm also kind of disappointed that I bought the kits version instead of the return to home version, because the return to home version is now available at all the warehouses. All the warehouses you can get the return to home version. It's going to get to you in about 2 weeks, but you're going to get it. So I did one wing and I did one tail. So I could not, let me get a bit closer. I definitely could not hide my servo wires in any quick release anything. So I'll just have it here and I'll probably tape it down. Tape it down so it doesn't affect anything. So like the servos don't rip out or whatever. I doubt it will. But since the tail will be like this and the servos are on the outside, just in case, I'll tape these down. So for this stream, I will be installing servos on the other tail. I'll be installing servos on my wing. Then I'll be putting everything together and starting it up. Oh, this carbon fiber bar, this was in the box. I just did not notice it in my excitement. So yes, definitely want to make sure that I do my carbon fiber, have my carbon fiber rods in, because this is why the OG Dolphin had issues. Don't worry, I still couldn't find the nose. The OG Dolphin had issues because I tried to fly it without the carbon fiber spar. It flew well until it didn't. And when it crashed, let me just put this cover back on. When it crashed, one of the wings slipped out and it crashed. And I kind of messed up. Let me switch my ISO back to, oh wow. Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just, okay, I guess that's good enough. Yes, my the carbon fiber spar poked through here and it messes up my aerodynamics. So all of my subsequent flights were somewhat compromised because of my bad aerodynamics. Like the wing, the carbon spar was outside of the wing and the wing was resting on the carbon spar. Yes, for the FPV, I'll just snatch from here. Just snatch the Moonlight and put it on the Dolphin. I think I'll put it on top because I like this nose. This nose is not sorry. The FPV nose, I kind of like it, but I don't want to, you know. All right. Right, and I don't have to do any soldering on camera, so I'll just take all the pieces I need, which would be these two servos, and I need my flight controller. Oh, you would think I would have neatened up my desk. Alright, I'm just going to turn the camera around. I think I want the camera higher. Bring it closer. Anyone in the chat? Nope, no one in the chat. That is very normal. Oh, I should probably look for my TTL to USB serial adapter thing. Hilariously, I did not even notice it when I was digging around in my craft, in my various boxes. Yes, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. I didn't even notice it. My USB to TTL flasher, so I could flash my GPS. Now I think I'm going to look for that. I'm sure in my effort of trying to clear up my room, I put it away. And I hate putting stuff away, because when you put stuff away, you end up not finding it. You're like, bruh, where is it? Where did I put it? I put it somewhere out of the way, somewhere where it should belong, and then I forget. I'll be like, oh, where is it? I definitely think we're going to finish the build today, but somehow I'm not too enthusiastic. Oh look, this is another servo. I think I want to have the same servos. Ah, crap. Nah, this is the same servo as this. All right, we are a little too hot. There we go. These two servos are the same, but I don't think I want like the same servos on the tail and the same servos on the wing, but I have to take out the servo from the wing, or take out the servo from the tail to have them matching, and I really don't want to do that. Just casually looking for my USB to TTL flasher. Oh look, here's the old SpeedyB flight controller. This is the flight controller I used. Alright, I can't fly today. I can't fly today because I just bought an extension for my Walksnail Moonlight cable from Paulu.net. I bought the 6 to 3 centimeter cable or millimeter cable. Bought my long cable. All right. What was I looking for again? USB to TTL flasher. Is it in here? Probably not. I have electrical tape in here. Alright, come on. Hold a focus, Mr. Toast. Alright, I think I'm going to turn back on the flight sim music. But I'll just turn it down. Alright, let's begin. These little nuts here. Oh, right, that's so cool, you can actually see them. Alright, I need to figure out how to turn off these camera effects. Let's see, filters. I can delete this. Properties. Where are the effects? Configure video. Huh. seriously do not remember how I put the chroma key effect on this. I think I'll do it on, I'll look for it on YouTube.
Today's video has been sponsored.
Yeah, I'll probably have to mute my music. Alright, so we already have a groove here. Wow, we're too hot. Wow, that's beautiful. We already have our groove here, so that's how we know what side we're going to put our servo in, whether it's this side or this side. So this side is nice. Oh, and for these servos, you have to drill the holes out. You have to drill the holes out because the screws would not fit in. The screws, which I cannot find. Good gravy. This video is going off, starting off to a good start. Oh right, because I left them in here. I left the screws in here, but I took those little short nuts, those end bolts, I took them out and I lost them. Luckily these are M2 nuts, so I used the nuts from my old Walksnail Moonlight on this build. Servo tester to ensure that my servos are centered. I guess I can't center them in iNav, but I want to do it here. And to also double check that the servos do indeed work. Okay, that could have been bad. It's upside down. There we go. And then signal 5V. Alright, servo still works. Turn it on this side. Have it as close to 90 degrees as possible. Oh wow, it doesn't fit. Alright, and my screw. Okay, maybe that's not the right screw. How about this one? Nope. Alright, because I don't trust these I don't I don't trust these. This is kind of fit. Alright, just think, you guys saw it first. I'm not going to put the screw in here. So if it falls out, you'll be like, oh, well, you know, that's exactly what happens. If it falls out, we'll know why it falls out. You can point me to this point in the video, in the live stream, and be like, yes, Mr. Toad, this is why you failed. Oh yeah, speaking of failing, bro, again I want to apologize for that live stream, cause I'm like, why is no one watching my videos? And then I actually watch my video and I'm like, oh, god damn, like gross. servo. So the ball linkage goes on the outside. And then I put this on the top hole. Yeah, I was watching my videos and I'm like, why is no one watching my videos? But that video is like hot trash. So I'm like, wow, I'm struggling. This channel barely broke 1,000 subscribers. I'm not qualified for monetization. Barely broke 1,000 subscribers and then I'm like, why is no one watching my videos? And then I actually sit down and try to rewatch my live stream and I'm like, oh my god, this is some hot trash. Is this servo physically smaller? Like all the other servos are like snug fit, but it seems like I would have to glue this in, and I really don't want to glue it in. I'll just grab it. Two more servos. I'm grabbing the servos from here. So I was looking for servos and I totally I'm like situationally blind when it comes to some stuff. Because I was looking for servos. Well, I had servos because I tested them. Then I was looking for servos like, oh, where are the servos? I just need one because I have this Tower Hobbies servo. Yeah, I was looking for servos. I'm like, where are my servos? Only to find out way after that I had a whole box of servos. Alright, so let's unplug this. Unplug this, plug this in. Okay, so the servo's neutral. Do you hear that? Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that that binding. It's not binding. This is why you check your crap. Just gonna plug it into the run randomly. So is this normal? Because I'm just plugging it into random servos in here, and they're all seem like they're all gonna be doing this. Or maybe it's because of this. Is this battery low? I'm trying to do as much troubleshooting as possible. No, this is saying 79%. Trying to do as much troubleshooting as possible. Because when things go wrong, I want to like isolate my variables. Because if I build something and it goes wrong, it's like, okay, well, you built it. Okay, before I end up throwing out this entire box of servos, I think I'm just gonna stick with this and I'll probably glue this in. glue this in and hopefully I will not have a reason to dig it out. Alright, I need another screw. Where's my precision? Precision bit. I put it down somewhere. Oh, there we go. I think I need to go back in like Discord and just start talking to people and be like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Because that's the only way I see people having views on YouTube. Especially in like this hobby, they all have Discords. Whether it be Teal Heavy Production, Air Force Proud. Well, he was not in Discord, he was in TeamSpeak. Let's see, righty tighty. They all had Discords and they all had like fans to interact with. Alright, one more twist, two more twists. Close enough for government work. Now, from my experience building my helicopter, I know vibrations will make all this shit fall out. So my question is, do I have to put that blue thing, Loctite? Do I have to put blue Loctite on this to ensure these screws don't fall out? I'll just walk with my pliers and tighten everything up. Alright, that's in there. That is in there. It's kind of deflected out. Probably need to tighten that screw down a little bit more. I'll do that off camera. Yes, I did want to see STREAMLABS. Oh, I love. Thank goodness for shorts. Let me just mute that. Grab my headphones real quick. Bruh, no way, this was not here all this time. Alright, let me... This was not here all this time. Oh, Flight Sim has some really nice funky jazz. Before we continue, quick side note, let's go into this song here. Let's see, nope. Nope. One of these songs, Apex Legends stole the hook from one of these songs. Where is it? Is it this one? I think oh, it's this one. let's turn that up some so you can hear the hook. You can definitely hear Apex Legends in this. Alright, so color key, let's turn that off. Alright, no more noise. Brilliant. Alright. Now let's hear that let's hear that hook from Apex Legends in Flight Sim 10. Music. Right? Wait, were they lyrics? Was it like someone talking just now? What the hell? Yo, this is the first time hearing this. Let's put the music back down. Alright, yeah, that's good. Just enough for background. Take my headphones off because I don't particularly want to be listening to that. Let's see, is there anyone in the chat? Nope, nothing in the restream chat, nothing on Twitch, nothing on YouTube. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, sorry, we're not gonna restart that music, we're gonna play Flight Sim 2024 theme music. Right. Next thing, the wing. Now the wings are interesting because you have under these again. Oh, just about to madly crash out. And then over here, one of these days, because I'm pretty sure I could. Oh, right, I can't fly tomorrow because my that cable is coming tomorrow. So I'll definitely take tomorrow. I just clear up my desk. So under here you can store the excess wires. Because I was about to freak out. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna? Do I have to get wires with servos with shorter wires? No, you don't. Bro, there we go. Alright, be careful here. You have your top piece, you have your latch, and you have a spring. So keep those in check. Alright, and on the outside here, I think on the outside, yeah, you can see here polarity. So I guess I'm gonna plug this in first. Oh, you can take the entire thing out. Oh, would you look at that? So you have signal. Before I tell you, let me just show you. Nope. Is that the right button? Why is it not working? Okay, guess not. So you have signal from the right, signal, positive and negative. Oh, I could just have this zoomed all the way in. Shoot, that's fine by me. So signal, positive, negative. I'm gonna plug this in. There we go. Slot this back down. There we go. Probably center your servo first. Center your servo and make sure your servo horns are on. Servo horn is on before you do anything. And here's my battery. Yep, we're working. It works. Okay, so it's gonna go in like this. Grab me my servo horn. I already know this airplane is gonna fly funky because some of my servos, they don't go up exactly 90 degrees, and these push rods are not the same length. So, jeez, now to find that screw that just fell. Never mind, I have another screw. I need to stop. Oh look, I found the screw. I need to stop dropping these goddamn screws. Test, test, test. Alright, good. You guys can still hear me. Alright, that is in. Servo is centered. Take that out, put that away. Let's zoom out because I feel a little bit weird about having it zoomed all the way in. Alright, so signal, positive, negative. Whoa. Slot that back in. Let's tilt this up so you guys can see. Oh. You have to tuck your wires. Tuck your wires and you just push them, just like start to push them through the hole here. Don't worry, this is only difficult because I'm showing you guys. Everything takes a lot longer to do. It's more difficult when you're showing people. Like when I built my computer, it only took forever because I had to film it, make sure it looks good, make sure it's all in frame and whatnot. Alright, and you see we have excess wires here. We can coil up the excess over here. We can't coil it over here because here is where the spring and the quick release latch is going to be. Yep, does not have to be pretty. The somewhat difficult part now is to reassemble everything without having your wires pop out. Ah, crap. Hey, look at that. So easy, FSX Stout can do it. Screw in one side. Screw in the other side. And you screw in the middle. Alright. Almost done. Okay, so holding this elevon here at center, you can see that it's too long, so we just need to crank it down a little bit. I've had some very horrible experiences with these not, I was going to say tie rods, these things here. Horrible experiences when I was building my helicopter. Okay, maybe 2 more turns. And 1 more turn. You 1 more turn. One more turn. Yeah. Because trimming this aircraft out, if I mess that up, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, it's all the way over here. You know what I have not seen in a while? My flashlight, my green flashlight that takes these batteries here. This battery is not dead anymore. I wrote some X's on it to indicate that it's dead, but it's not dead. It was really dead, really low, and I just had to charge it up for twice the amount of time it took to charge up the other batteries. After that, it came back to life. Yep. That's in there. Right, that's our second wing done. So now we have all of our wings and all of our control surfaces done. Let me redo this though, because I will definitely forget. I'll redo it on this end. Still kind of mad I have to glue this servo down. If I find another metal gear servo, the MG 905 or whatever, I'll put that on so I don't have to glue this servo down. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a very non-committal kind of guy. Alright, 1 more turn. Yeah, that looks about right. Yes, I'm a 1 foot out of the door kind of guy. I kind of have to be with this stuff here, cause almost everything I need, almost all my planes, I have to get replacements. Except for this Viper jet here, my Viper jet. How I crashed my Viper jet. Let me show you my Viper jet. My Viper jet over there. My first EDF. Flew it with the help of somebody who flies EDFs on a regular. And it was definitely scary. A lot faster than my mini ultra stick. A lot faster than the Timber. Flew it first time, went well. I brought it back the second time and I had a huge, massive battery. So massive that I forgot it was an XT90 battery and I had to get a connector to it. 2200 battery. Not 22, might be a 4000. Huge. And I flew it and I did not have the wingtips on. I put magnets in the wingtips because I'm like, transportation, I don't want the wingtips to get damaged. The wingtip flew off. I took off and I turned. The wingtip came off and me, like an idiot, I was looking at the wingtips instead of looking at the airplane, and the plane took off and it rolled and I turned left and I kept doing my left turn. Sorry. Took off, went left, kept doing my left turn, kept doing my left turn, kept doing my left turn, and boom, exploded into a million pieces, which I glued back. But I haven't flown it again because I didn't glue it back properly. Wow, we're very, very sidetracked. But then let me show you this. So you see this gap right here? This gap is not supposed to be there. This is supposed to be very snug. This is supposed to be snug, so this gap is basically showing you that the airplane is bent upwards. So I'll have to do a lot of down trim on this airplane, and if I fly inverted, well, what happens happens. So yeah, to fix that I will probably have to break the airplane again and re-glue it properly, which I don't want to do. Alright, now to fix up my flight controller. SpeedyBee flight controller. Alright, here's my extension cable. I'm gonna plug this in here. This goes to my battery. This goes up to my battery in the front of the airplane. Alright. I should probably open up iNav. Yeah, I'll open up iNav. Put this on the other window. Excuse me. Just waiting on iNav to open up. There we go. Now I'm going to plug her up. Nothing. Clear. Oh, there we go. Hey. Look at that. Alright. I think we sorted ourselves out. Firmware flasher. Yes, we auto detected and choose firmware 8.0.1. This is stable. Load firmware. Hello. iNav 8.0.1. Gallant Goosehawk. All of that jazz. Flash firmware. This is actually so cool that this is working on the first try. Because the first time I tried flashing my thing, the F405 Wing Mini on my first ZOHD Dart build, it would not work. It would not work. So it's actually kind of cool that we're working on camera, on stream. You guys can see this. This is amazing. Programming successful. Alright, so what I do now, hit connect. Yeah! Awesome sauce. Awesome. Alright, mixer. Oh, let's do calibration first. Oh, shit. Alright, not sure what happened there. Calibrate. Calibrate. Yep. Gonna turn it upside down. Going to use the edge as a table. It's a level. Calibrate. Alright, on its side. It's gonna be difficult. On its side as best as I can. Calibrate. Up. As best as I can. Oh, I just put it under the table. Nah. Shit. This damn cable. Shit. Again. This damn cable is annoying. Bruh. Okay, so I'll not calibrate the accelerometer. Oh, it seems like it's just dead. But not dead. Did I fry something? No, I didn't. Oh man, we pimped too close to the sun there. There we go. Alright, we'll skip the calibration and go straight to the mixer. Mixer, airplane with V-tail, even though I have seen everybody complaining that the V-tail sucks, we're still gonna do it. Airplane with V-tail, load and apply, save and reboot. There we go. Because I saw one of these servos as S1. So S1 is going to be your moto. S1 on the outputs. Could I change it? Because I don't. Yeah, it's whatever. S1, S3, S4, S5, S6. Alright. I suppose after we do everything and we put the plane together, we can sort that out. save and reboot again. Oh, let's see if I actually have to flash my GPS unit. I'm using the BN220. Nice cheap GPS. No, here it is. I'm gonna plug this up to see if it's good. I have another GPS, the HGLRC M100. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I have another GPS, HGLRC M100. But the pin outs for this GPS, I don't think they match anything on my board. On the flight controller. Look at me just littering in my room. Alright, we have double-sided tape, and here is our cable. Oh my god, I'm hungry. I'm not too terribly hungry. I'm not gonna like get so hungry I throw up or anything. Right, this GPS is in my original Dolphin, the OG Dolphin, and it's in my ZOHD Dart. Alright, let me look at the pin outs on this GPS real quick. See what we have. I'll just go on Amazon, because Amazon has the pin out. Wow, look at all of these Prime Day deals. Even though they are not deals, and you're paying more for it. They hike the prices up by like 100%, then bring it down 95%, and be like, hey, deal. But if you look at it, if you're paying attention, you would see that the price is higher than it was before you even started, before the Prime started. Oh hell, where is it? Oh yes, it's right here. $5V RX, 5V RX TX ground, and I don't think. No, all of these out here are 9V. 9V, 9V. Yeah, all of these in front here, they don't match. Let me check my HGLRC M100. Let's check the pinout for that. Oh, the pinout is on the GPS itself. So what's this? 5V, sorry, ground 5V TX RX. None of these are 5V. The only thing that is 5V are the LEDs. Oh, I think this GPS here can go on the side here. See, it's 4V5 SLA, but it doesn't fit. It does not fit. Yes, this is why you don't throw away. Where is the? There we go, so I can see. This is why you don't throw away this just yet. Okay, I'm very curious about these cables here. Like, could I get this cable that is not locking? This locking cable here. This locking cable, it's a locking cable on both sides. But could I get one side that locks so it goes in here and another side that does not lock? Because I don't think a regular cable fits in there. Let me see. Because it would be hella convenient if it did. It would be hella convenient if it fit at the bottom here. It absolutely does not fit. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, outputs. Alright, we have nothing plugged in, so outputs don't really matter. Ports UART 3. GPS would be on UART 3. Where the hell would UART 3 be plugged in anyway? Oh, UART 3 is up top here. Yeah. Okay, serial RX. RX is up here. Configuration. Damn, you're expecting all of this already. OSD, yes. Continuously trim, yes. Permanently enable ear mode, nope. Permanently enable launch mode for fixed wing, yes. GPS for telemetry and navigation, yes. Multicolor RGB LED support, yes. Oh, and this is my battery settings here. Number of cells, 6, because I'll definitely be playing 6 cell for this. Capacity for 4,000. Minimum cell voltage is, these lithium ions can go very low. I don't recall how low. Let's go with 2.5. Alright, is there anything else I need to change up here? No. Let's see if I reboot. Damn, I am hungry. Let's go up to status. It does show up as a VTO. That's neat. Alright, fail safe. Procedure. Return to home. Save and reboot. Tuning, advanced tuning, I don't have any of that set yet. Programming, I don't even have my receiver plugged up. Modes, let's All right, I'm going to grab my grab the thing from the thing. I'm going to grab the receiver from the OG Dolphin. So that I can sort out my modes. Yep. Simple as this. I plug this in. There we go. Oops. Load. Then make a new model. Dolphin Pro, icon, plane, model type, plane, let's switch this to crossfire. Oh, let me, yeah, that's probably, the receiver probably went into Wi-Fi mode. Hopefully my computer did not try to connect to that Wi-Fi. Oh, did you guys know that iNav is a receiver type? Do you guys see that? iNav. Crossfire. Let's plug this back in. Go into the receiver tab. Crossfire. Reinitialize. There we go. So throttle, yep. That was rather simple. Throttle, roll, pitch, yaw. Yeah, that's kind of funky. I think they say when you push all of your sticks to the upper right corner, everything should be in the upper right corner. So my roll and yaw probably need to be reversed. So roll, reverse, yaw, reverse. Alright, let's try now. Yep. That was easy. Save and reboot. Alright, this here is going to be on Walksnail. Let me grab this dead Walksnail unit here. This unit is dead because I broke these little itty bitty pins in here. Let me just boop, tap the focus. Yeah, I broke the pins there. So let's grab the old PDB. And just yoink that out. Let's see. I was experimenting with mounts for the Walksnail unit. Hence this mount here, which is a drone mount. And then I ended up making my own mount. Oh, I was trying to push it in on the wrong side. Alright, so... Yep. Boop. And then... Nine volts ground. That would be this one here. Okay, the Moonlight is not going to turn on because we don't have power going to it, but I can make that happen. Let's start out our modes first. Oh, need to go into here first to do the modes. 5 complex 2 switch D0 source 0 fixed. Let's put this at 0. And then page 2, switch, D2, curve, fixed, scale 100. Yeah, that's good. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Save. So let's... Whoa. Did it not save? I could have sworn I hit save. Alright, I guess we start over. D1 fixed scale 0 page page 2 bro, this H switch, I'm gonna just get rid of this H switch. It's broken and it's annoying the every living daylights out of me, because every time I try to program in a thing here, it's like, oh, you're talking to me? I'm like, no, I'm not talking to you, bro. Oh, sorry, this needs to be at 100. Save. There we go. So if I go in it now. Alright. So ARM channel 5. Okay, I want the ARM to be over here. ARM. What? see, nav return to hold. Alright, so we have auto tune, which I'm going to set up. Let's see, angle mode, horizon mode. I usually like horizon mode, but horizon mode, well, I hate horizon mode on the Dolphin. I prefer acro, and acro is a mode that you have when you don't have anything selected. So let's make complex 3 mixers, page 1, switch E1, curved, fixed. Let's leave that at 100%. Make things easy for me. Switch E1, curve fixed, scale 0. By the way, my transmitter is the Jumper T8SG Plus, the Carbon Edition. Page 3, switch E2, fixed pitch, trim, scale, bring the scale all the way down to -100, save. So this, I'm going to put my flight mode modifiers, whether it be do I ever want to have this in manual mode? I don't think so. I mean, if you're flying iNav, would you ever have a need for manual? I doubt it. I definitely want return to home. Return to home, put that up here. And auto tune is going to be the bottom. Six, auto tune. I think that's all I want for this. Flapper on. Oh, that's flap/ailerons. I don't think I want that. Beeper. I want to have the beeper on the return to home. Sorry, not channel 5. Channel 6. Yeah. Even though this USB thing is supposed to be a beeper, but it doesn't work. LEDs off. So I have beeper, auto tune, nav return to home, and arm. Save. Alright, so let's see. This is going to be when my switch is in the middle, it's going to be normal, whatever. When I have it down, it's in auto tune mode, and when I have it flipped up, it's return to home mode. Nice. Adjustments, well, I don't even have a GPS, so I can't do GPS. Alignment tool, I'm not going to touch that. OSD. After OSD, we're going to do LED. Alright, this is taking some time. So let me look at my chat. Nothing in my chat. Nothing on Twitch. Nothing on YouTube. Man, I absolutely hate soldering the GPS directly. If I got to, if I have to, I will. I can't wait to check out the LED tab. Alright, so I guess we're gonna check it out now because the OSD is taking too long. On the LED tab, so on the flight controller we have 1, 2, 3, 4 LEDs. We have 4 plugs for the LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4. They take 3-pin JST connectors. Man, why does shit be taking so long? Let's disconnect, reconnect. Damn, taking forever. There we go. Outputs, enable motor and servo outputs. Save and reboot. Alright, let's go to OSD. There we go. Video format. Was there something I was supposed to do? Oh, I have the fonts. This setup ain't bad. This setup ain't bad at all. Craft name. Dolphin Pro. That's in all caps for some reason. I'm gonna put, let's put general aviation. That's milliamp hours drawn. Altitude goes over here. GPS satellites over here. Current draw over here. Battery voltage over here. Craft name, Dolphin Pro. Bring that down. It's not gonna stay there. I'm just setting this up how I like it. Let's change that from on time to flight time. Sorry, flight time goes at the bottom. My amps go at the top. Flight time goes down here. Mm-hmm. 3D speed. Where did that pop up? Right there. Milliamp hours drawn. Where's my cell voltage? I want my cell voltage. Battery cell voltage. Because that's really what I care about. Current draw. I don't really need current draw. Yeah, I guess I could. Milliamp hours drawn. Yeah, I guess so. And then this, put this here. Current draw. This goes 16, 3 volts. See, what else do I need? Direction to home. Hell yes. Where's my distance to home? Distance to home. Hell yes. This is so I know exactly how far I have to walk if I go down. Alright, what else? Trip distance, odometer, GPS issue. Okay, so I don't need any of that. Any of that? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Climb efficiency. Alright, let's save this. And we go back into mixer, not mixer, status, no, ports, there we go. 5 peripherals, MSP display port. That is on UART 5. Yep, UART 5. Save and reboot. Let's go back to OSD. There we go. Oh, sorry, we're not HD0, we are Avatar. And we're just going to redo all of this. Or readjust all of it. System message. Dolphin Pro. That. Distance to home, let's bring this in a little bit. Put my flight time all the way over here. My flight mode all the way over here. Milliamp hours strong. Amps. Battery. Let's not have stuff so close together. Alright. And bring this in. God damn it. Scaled throttle. I think I want my altitude. Oh, and I have to put in my compass too. So I know what direction I'm flying in. Compass, that's under GPS. I put the compass up at the top. MSL altitude, ground speed. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's just altitude. Ground speed, 3D speed, longitude, latitude, plus code, direction to home, home. Heading error, azimuth. Distance to home, trip distance, odometer, GPS HDOP. HD up, horizontal wind speed, vertical wind speed, ground course, vertical distance to next geo zone. Is it map? Radar? No. Map scale? No. Map reference? No. iNav radar? No. What the hell? Where's the heading? Can I search? Heading. Put this at the top, in the center. Then let's see. C. O. M. Nope. Heading graph. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so I like this how it is. Let's put this over one. Scoot this over. Save. Let's go into LED strip. There we go. Unfortunately, I would have had to plug in the LEDs first, then find out where this goes. This is very unintuitive. Very, very unintuitive. Yeah, sorry, I had the music paused. Alright. I think we're done. I think we're done for now. Let's put the plane together. Alright, so disconnect camera. We'll plug that. Swing this around. Raise this up. All right. I'll need my extension. I'll need this tail. I have the two wings over here. I do not have the plate, the mounting plate. Where is that? Hello, balsa mounting plate. Balsa mounting plate. I'm just repeating what I'm looking for. So if I do see it, my brain will be like, oh look, that's exactly what you're looking for. Grab it. Because my brain, I would look at it and just glance right over it. Balsa mounting plate, where are you? Mounting plate. Mounting, ing, not mountain. Let's see if I put it away in these drawers by mistake. Nope. That's hilarious. I know for sure I did not put it back in the box. Because the box is still closed. Oh, here it is. Balsa mounting plate. So I have my double-sided tape. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. There we go. Take this off. Stick this down through here. All right, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let me get my naughty submachine gun out of the frame. Oh, great. I just put it back in the frame. I guess I can wire everything up without having the stuff here, because these are all quick. Wow, I moved it. I readjusted my frame, then I just moved the entire setup. Wow, very nice. Let's see, could you go a little bit up? There we go, a little bit up. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I can basically mount everything up. Well, wire everything up. Alright, so these are our tails. Shit, I forgot. Alright, it's from left to right. Left aileron, left aileron, S3. I think we start counting from the right. Let me look at the quick start guide real quick. I know our ESC is on S1, but I believe the one furthest on the right, that is not what you want to plug it into, because that's PWM control. Just looking at this. Yes. So S-bus receiver is on the furthest right. S1 is going to be the second hole. Let me grab my screws. The screws, so I can just screw the plate in as we're here. Oh, I did not put in my wing fences. I guess you guys don't really need to see the wing fences putting in, but by the time we are ready for our first flight, the wing fences are going to be in. Where's that screwdriver? Under the keyboard. Does this even take regular screws? No. Screwdriver? Nope. It takes is a hex screws. Right, and I could plug this in. Oh, I plugged it in upside down. There we go. Let's zoom out. Just doing it nice little test fit. There we go. This is it sticking out here, and then our battery is somewhere here. Let me look at this again. This is the Chinese side. me look at here. Wait, what? Is this upside down? No, the S bus is on. Oh, it starts from left to right. Okay. So I have to count 4 and plug in the servos. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can definitely make that a little bit more appealing. Bring this up through the bottom. Cable management for the win. And then my tail surface. Push this up. Push this up. Do I have to grab my tweezers? There we go. Oh no. I have to redo my thing. I push that pin in. I push the servo header in and the entire pin popped out from the bottom. I will definitely have to resolder this. Okay, or not. And then my other tails control surface. Yes. Alright, and we're done with our plugging up. I guess I can do my ESC also. Just boop. I don't think the ESC will be able to make use of my fancy scoop. Oh, let me put a plug. Let me put a plug here so this 5V does not come into contact with anything. I remember the days of making custom cables. That was literally, what, a month and a half ago? I reminisce as if it was like super long time ago. Yes, here it is. I packed it up. This is what I use to make my custom cables. Comes with cables, and it comes with these headers here. So I could have servo headers. Focus. Yeah, I could have servo headers. And I could have GST headers. Oh, and I did this, by the way. See? Nice and quick. I did this so that the flight controller already supplies the 5 volts. So I don't want to have 5 volts coming from the ESC interfering with the 5 volts already on the flight controller. S1, I believe it was. Alright. So now I route my extension cable under my carbon fiber spar. Oh, I think there's also supposed to be another cable. Yes. There is another cable coming out that goes to my that goes to the white LED at the bottom of the airplane. I think for shits and giggles I'll plug that in. This LED is only 5 volts and ground, so I don't think you can change the color on them. Beautiful. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Boop. And my ESC. Right, let me unplug this. Put it in from the back. Because you can totally put it in from the back on the Dolphin Pro. But you can't do that on the OG Dolphin. You have to unsolder your ESC if you want to move it. Alright, so I can cut the ESC wires a little too long. Actually, no. I'm going to route this under the plate. Okay. So I guess they made it as like a key. Damn it. See, this is why you don't force anything. If it's stuck, you back up, you think about it, then you try again. Alright, I'm gonna grab my tweezers. Of course. I was in photo mode all the time. That's why the camera would not do the zoom. There we go. And I suppose I might as well run my ESC wire. I think I want to run the wire under the entire plate. Alright, gonna plug that in. Yes. And then gonna plug my ESC in. Is my wire long enough? Oh yeah, it was just pinched. What is this, the low battery? Update time zones. Why does that keep coming up? Alright. Then I can start back up this wire here. Boom. Alright, now I could screw the plate down. I'm going to take one screw out at a time and screw it in. Alright, that's 1 of 8. Two of 8. Three of 8. Four of 8. Five of 8. Six of 8. Might as well go for all of them. Seven of 8. Eight of 8. Alright, not quite done. Let's do the motor mount now. Which all came in these little baggies here. Let's zoom out some. Oops. Went away to glance at the stream. And got an and put my finger in the totally the wrong bag. Alright, so we have our motor mount. Let me just dump out all these screws. Hopefully I will not come to regret it. And screws. These screws are also hex. Just make it difficult. Oh, these are not the same size hex. I need a bigger hex. I see some of these screws are pre-Loctited. Are these screws also different sizes? I believe so. So I think the short screws go. Let me check. Yeah. So we have blue screws. Sorry, screws with blue Loctite. I think those go into those interface here. Actually, just do this. Yeah. So these screws here, they have blue Loctite on them. And I think these go from the motor mount into the motor. And the longer ones, these go from the motor mount into the back of the airplane. Alright, so blue Loctite. I'm just gonna not tighten them, not crank it down too much. Right. Oh, they gave us an extra screw. Just in case we lose it. Alright, now I'm going to crank them down. Apparently we're doing it counterclockwise. Alright. Something looks weird about these screws. Alright. And we have an extra. And these over here will connect this to this. But first, I need to hide my wires. No. Alright, I'm just looking down in here. You can definitely see my ESC. Oh man, I definitely should have cut the wires down shorter. See, this is why I don't like kits. I don't like kits because usually if anything messes up, it's because they mess up. But if it's a kit and there's a mess up, anything goes wrong, messed up because I messed up. Alright, that seemed to fit. I guess you guys don't really need to see me screw it in. Like, see this exact holes I'm screwing it in. So instead, actually no, not instead. I'll just do this. Whoa. And do this. And do this. Or like transformers. And then do this. Do this. Do this. Okay. Ouch. Slippery bastard. There we go, one screw finally caught. Alright, you go. Just zoom in here. Oh my god, this the magnet on the motor is very strong. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Rotate that around. This here is surprisingly almost as difficult as soldering. So let me just casually pause the stream because this is not very visually interesting. So I'm going to hit pause, and I'm just going to work this out instead of trying to worry about showing you guys what I'm seeing. Oh, I just remembered. Um, Guys who've flown the Dolphin Pro, they've been saying that you need up tilts on the motor mount. I just remembered about that. You need like a washer at the bottom. I'm just going to fly it how the manufacturer says to fly it. Then I'll do my modifications, or I'll just work around it. Because if there's one thing I don't like doing, is modifying the airplane. If I have to change like an ESC or a propeller, I won't mind doing that. Alright, our motor mount is all plugged up. Let's go back to camera. Yeah, we're sorted out almost. I just need a GPS, and we can GPS on a long cable. Let me grab the cable from here. See if this will work. Yeah, just casually nicking the cable. Whoa. Nicking the cable from my Dolphin, from the OG Dolphin. Aha. So I just realized it might be a little bit tricky getting your cables in after your ESC, after your flight controller is mounted. Is that even the right way? No, it's upside down. Oh, this cable is plenty long. Yeah. Let me go grab the FPV nose. Because I thought yes, FPV nose, and I'll grab the FPV canopy too. Alright, so this here is the FPV nose. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do this now. this here. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna put my Moonlight on here now. I don't really anticipate flying the Dolphin again in the near future. All I have to do is change my ESC, because I'm pretty sure I burnt out my ESC by soldering. Sorry, lefty loosey. Yeah, by trying to take out. If you try to take the ESC out. Why was I taking the ESC out, by the way? Oh yes, to put on the 3D printed motor mounts. So on the OG Dolphin, to take the ESC out, to take, what am I saying? Oh, don't tell me. Okay, beautiful. Because I thought I had to, whoops. Okay, so your camera slides through there fairly easily. I thought I said that I would not be using the FPV nose because I don't want to crash and scratch up my FPV nose, to scratch up my Moonlight, which is in the nose. Alright, this pops out. Antenna. Right, I'll put the Dolphin canopy aside. By the way, this is the size of the Dolphin canopy. This is the size of the Dolphin Pro canopy. Dolphin Pro, Dolphin OG. Alright, let's put OG away. Huh. Okay, it seems I would need some longer bolts. Because as it is, the bolts don't even go down past the legs. Those are M2 bolts. I believe I bought me some M2 bolts. What time is it now? 6? These are M2.5. These are M2.5. I knew I bought some M2 bolts. Alright, let me check these M2.5 bolts. I just might have been using the M2.5 because this bag is already open. Nope. M2.5 is too big. So I definitely need the M2. But did I actually get the M2 bolts? Drill bit. This, my scale, cutting mat. Oh, let me just check Amazon to see if I got the M2 restream. Somebody chatted. Oh, of course it's a bot. Cheap viewers on somewhere. M2. M2 screw sets. Yes, I did get it. What does the box look like? Okay, so I do have the M2 bolts. Now to find out where they at though. They should probably be in this bucket here. Oh yes, they are in this bucket. Woo! Organization for the win. I found me my M2 bolts. Where is that knife? Littering in my room again. Alright, let me do this. Yep, so I can see my framing. Zoom in. Nope, that's actually shorter. There we go. That's a long boy. So it does go through, but it does not actually catch on the plywood. That's why this set comes with nuts. Wait. This is not. No. No. Wait. I'm smarter than I look. Hold on. Just need time to process what I'm thinking. Processing. Aha! So, the bolts that go through here, they don't fit. The mounting holes for the screws here, they do not fit this plywood piece. What they do fit are the feet. So I think I can put bolts through the feet and secure it that way. So let me just re-secure here. Oh wait, no, this I did not have any bolts here. Anyway, I have bolts now. Alright, the bolts that I used on my wings, those extra bolts are the bolts from my Moonlight. So I'm just gonna put yeah, I think I can put bolts through the feet of the Moonlight. Let me just clamp this cable back down. Grab more bolts. Let's see. Yeah. Grab 2 more bolts. There we go. Alright. Alrighty then. So I'll put these 2 long bolts in. I'll grab 2 of the shortest bolts that are in here. Close this up. Clip it so if it falls, nothing comes out. Let's do a test fit first. Fits through. Does not give me too much bite, so let's go 1 size up, and I'll grab 4 instead of 2. Let's zoom out some. Wow, that's perfect. Hey, works like a charm. Okay, I should have gone with the shortest bolts. There is some play, but it's fine because the Moonlight unit is not the camera. The camera is what you don't want jumping around. Hey, I could definitely get away with just these 2 bolts. Shit. If I had time to figure out the GPS, we could have flown today. Alright. And then there is a dual antenna holder in here. Oh, these are 2 pieces. Let me just grab everything from in here. Nope. I guess. do a little something like this. No. What's the point of this bit? Oh, I definitely need the Moonlight unit a lot further up. Did not think about that. But let's just do a test fit. Oh, okay. I guess this is how it's supposed to fit. I guess this is how it's supposed to fit. My moon. Whoops. What did I do? Oh. I jammed the power brick with my foot. Oh, this power brick is kind of hot. Been putting in that work. There we go. Kinda not a fan of how far back the Moonlight is inside of the airplane, especially because I know this thing really likes to overheat. And I suppose I would have to turn the Moonlight around, push it up and turn it around so the antennas come out here. I suppose the airflow coming in from the sides here would be enough to cool it down. Let's test it out now. We have time. Alright. Turn it around and push it all the way forward. Something like that. Alright. Very funny looking. I guess. Then on the inside, we have thumb screws to hold it down. Oops, so that doesn't happen. The cable, oh, the cable does reach the Moonlight, but I would definitely want a longer cable. This is where the cable is, and the Moonlight would definitely fits. Can definitely fit the Moonlight. I'll wait for a longer cable, for sure. All right, let's put these back in the box, in the bag. All right. I think I want to put the wings on now. Yeah, I think I want to put the wings on, make sure everything works. Alright, now for the dreaded tail pieces. Not particularly comfortable with the amount of violence necessary to get the tail pieces out. Alright, hopefully this works. That does not feel like it's it. Alright, that's in. That's in. receiver. Alright, the Moonlight is disconnected, so I'm not going to worry about that. Battery. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright. Let's check our control surfaces. So our elevators are these things here at the side here. Ailerons work, but V-tail does not work. Neither for pitch nor for roll. And it's reversed. It's reversed up here. I'm turning left and it's going right. Alright, let's unplug. Try this again. Let me see if this is because the cables are turned around. So let me turn it around and put it back in. At least let me do this one side here. Alright, let's try again. You know what? I don't have to. I can just do this, right? Okay. Okay. It would appear that everything is reversed somehow, except for the rudder. Rudder is fine. If I pull up, I'm going down. Rudder is fine. So me changing the mixes. Yeah, I did reverse aileron and I did reverse rudder. So that would make sense. Alright, and I just need to carefully pop this out. Jeez, I'm such a scaredy cat to pop this out. Ha! Ha! Yeah. That be hurting my soul. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Nope. So let's try here. Yeah, this servo definitely has to be glued in. So elevator is reversed. Let me just... can't even rest it down. Eh. I tried to try a thing. Hey, I think I got it. I figured out like a cheat code, a hack. You plug your servos in first, and then you put them in. So up. Okay, now we're proper. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Oh. None of the stabilization modes seem to be working. And the servos are not tuned properly. I definitely have to adjust the control horns, not the push rods. Because right now, if we launch, from what I see, we're going to be yawing to the left. Because here is too long, and here is too short, which is hilarious. Let's see, how much can you guys actually see that? Let's zoom in. That's the tail. So up, down, I'm pushing forward, which is wrong. I'm pulling up, so that's wrong. Left, right, left, right, left, right. In the government boots, in the government boots. All right, I think we can end here because this was all me. This was all me. Thank you to Business360 and Andrew Newton for making their videos so I could watch their videos and be like, okay, let me figure it out. So then I'll be like, I discovered the wheel. I discovered fire. Nah, just kidding. Here I'm thinking about making a cockpit. I have to measure this out and I'll design myself a cockpit to go here. So I don't have to keep my Moonlight in all the way in the nose. Okay. Or I could have a different camera altogether up here. Who knows? Anyway, this was a fun adventure. I should have disabled the output for the GPS so I could test my motor direction. Actually, we can test the motor direction now. Let me just grab this. This success. Whoa, this plane is heavy. Alright, just gonna turn this around. Swing it around. Zoom out. Okay, zoom out, zoom out. Swing this around. Let's reopen iNav. Right, screen and cam. Oh, so unwieldy. Alright, here we have our model. What did we come in here for? Outputs. Oh, I need to grab the propeller first. Luckily, everything is within arm's reach. I'm not going to put the propeller on. Actually, yes I will. Faster. Okay, so I will need the propeller to spin counterclockwise. Okay, it's going the wrong way. No, are these propellers, do all these propellers spin in the same direction? No, they don't. Alright, so I just took a propeller that spins the other direction, so it should spin like this. So let's try it again. Beautiful. Okay, so I just need to remember to put this propeller. Oh, and this blue propeller matches the inserts here. See, modes. Let's acro. What's this acro button do? Well, yeah, we're supposed to be in acro with. Let's check. We're supposed to be in acro without any of the modes selected. Let's add horizon mode, channel 6. Alright, save, hide unused modes. Mixers. So S5 and S6. Don't show up for some reason. Servo 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. Stabilize. What? What? Servo 1 is supposed to be the moto, but it shows up as Servo 3 over here. Oh, I guess I'm just supposed to be looking at the colors. Stabilize roll, stabilize roll. And this orange here, orange is a tail. Alright, so I'm going to go back into the receiver, push all of my sticks to Alright, there's something very warm. Oh, it's a light. This LED produces heat. Alright, so I'll change my roll and my pitch. So when I give front, push the sticks to the front's left, they all go up. So I'm going to reverse my aileron, and reverse the rudder. So when I push the sticks, everything is up. Brilliant. Now to change it in the outputs. No. I don't do it in the output. I do it in the mixer. There we go. Stabilize roll. Let's put the weights at -100, -100. Stabilize pitch. Oh. What, did we time out or something? The servos are not moving anymore. Let's turn this off. Plug it back in. Okay, so it's reversed here, but let's see if I successfully reversed it up here. Save and reboot. Okay, let's test that. Left, I'm giving it a zoom out. Left aileron, Left roll. Alright, that seems to work. Now when I pull back on the sticks, I need to sort that out. So stabilize pitch. Orange and blue. So on their stabilized pitch, put -50. Stabilized pitch over here, +50. And yaw is fine. Save and reboot. Okay, so when I pull back on the stick, hey, I'm a genius. Right, let me double check that yaw. Wow, very impressive. Yaw left, yaw right. Pull up, push forward. Roll left, roll right. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. This is really good. I just need a proper wire for the GPS. And then I'm good. I'm curious to know if the GPS can use like 9 volts. I don't want to chance it, but I just want proper GPS pinouts. Like all of the GPSs I've used worked because I soldered them directly to the flight controller. GPS on my OG Dolphin, GPS on the 2 darts that I had. Well, the 1 dart that I still have, and the one that I had, all worked because the stuff was soldered directly to the flight controller. So I'm not even going to look into the GPS. Yeah, I think we're good. I think methinks this is it. The build for these Atomasi Dolphin Pro is completed. We good. Yeah, I guess thanks for watching. Bye bye. Subscribe, stay tuned for the maiden flight, which will not be done for another maybe 2 weeks, because I really want to sort out the GPS, get this longer cable for the Moonlight. Maybe I'll use the FPV canopy instead of having the thing in the nose. And I also want to do, why are we not stabilized? Like I'm jostling the airplane around. It should be moon stabilized somehow. This wing is clipping. You guys see that? The wing is clipping through the horizontal, the V-tail. That's trippy. Anyway, I'm shaking the airplane and we're not stabilizing like at all. It's because we did not do our calibration. No. Okay, well I guess I'll have to take out the flight controller and do the calibration. Alright, but that's it. Thanks for watching.